Hey everybody, it's been a crazy month here in May, and I just want to give you an update. Woody's still fighting and doing good. He's still eating really good and hanging around, so he's going to be around for a good while, I still hope. Benty is getting bigger and bigger all the time and having a good time. He's actually hanging around with Woody a little bit more. Gizzy here, I love this picture because you can see the look in her eyes. She just got caught red-handed in Benty's room, sneaking around, being a snoop. And here's an iguana that we had to help, had to be placed in New York, and we just tried to make sure that the owner was reassured that it went to a good home. And here's just a picture of a kid petting him for a little while. Now, on the next week, some of you have seen that my vet had an open house, so I took my iguana Benty and all my boards and educational stuff for the open house to show people information about iguanas. And a lot of people petted Benty, and including the staff, and you can see how relaxed Benty was for being at the vet. Now the weekend after that, I had to go to Raleigh, North Carolina for the big reptile and exotic show, and we had quite a few volunteers show up for that one from as far away as Georgia. And there's enough people at the table that I was able to kind of get up away from the table from time to time and go check out all the animals at the show. You can see I had all kind of exotic animals here. I even had a red iguana. And after the show, in the evenings, we'd go back to my volunteer's house, and here's one of our volunteers with our coordinator's iguana. And then it was back to the show the next day. Got to see some more animals, and some really beautiful ones. They had a little bit of everything there, even stuff that most places are illegal to own. But we've seen a little bit of everything, and here's one of our foster girls, Gremlin, that I was able to hold for a little while. And that's some very interesting animals. And at the end of the second day, we were back to taking a nap, and you can see I'm not the only one that sleeps with my iguana. And but we've seen quite a few different animals there, some really beautiful animals, like this bearded dragon here. And the only thing we did buy was one of my volunteers is into bugs, and she bought a hissing cockroach, which is a little bit odd. But you can see we had a good time with our egg game and getting out information. We had a little bit of a photo shoot while we were there, and you can see some pictures of some of our volunteers and their rescues and fosters. And one of the places had a really neat idea for getting donations. But you can see it was a really busy show, but we had a lot of people, so it was a lot of fun too. But it was really tiring, so at night the eggs were ready to go to bed. Now after that got done, I had to head back home, and Gizzy and Benty we had to do a little photo shoot for them for an iguana book coming out. They needed some pictures of iguanas doing certain things. And so we got some really nice high quality pictures that I took of them. And not too long after that, we were raided by the police, who thought my 650 watts of iguana lighting was a grow room for marijuana. Too bad they didn't see the iguana in the window, but that was pretty funny. Then the next weekend, I was off to Reptile UV to shoot some more educational videos on lighting and care. And got to see Bob's iguanas. There's Pat Dog. He's lost a lot of weight from his mating season. It's been really hard on him this year. And here's a picture of Bob washing Bevan, the 33-pound monster iguana he has. And of course we shot some more video while I was there with Bob, so that we could make some more of our educational videos. And the next day we went for lunch at his sister's restaurant there in Cedar Point, North Carolina. Really good food. But while I was working on my computer, Pat Dog snuck up behind me and tried to mate with my leg here.
Alright, let go. What are you doing? What are you doing, boy? Let go. You better let go. You goof. You're so wound up. No, 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 no. No, you're gonna chew me up. Are you gonna chew me up? Are you gonna chew me up, big boy? Old mating season getting you. Poor buddy. What you doing, big boy, huh? What you doing? You gonna chew on me? Huh? You gotta calm down. That mating season wearing you out, boy.
So then the next weekend I was off to New York to help a few more eggs. I had one that was taken in as a rescue, and I went to help set up the lighting. And Another one we found had an abscess, so we had to get that taken care of. And another one needed lighting set up. But while I was gone, Benty was so mad at me for not taking him with me all these weekends that he managed to trash his room, knock all of his plants over, make a big mess every weekend for me to come home to. And he even took over Woody and Gizzy's room and chased them in their hide box and wouldn't let them out. And so he was pretty mad at me. So this weekend we had the big strawberry fest with the pony ride. And you can see we had our table set up, and Benty went with me the Saturday, and it was a really nice day. He got a lot of attention, a lot of people petting him. He had a really good time. It was kind of hot, so he was panting a little bit from time to time, but he would move over to the shade and cool off. Now Sunday, Gizmo went with me, and she had a really good time too. She got petted by a whole lot of people, and got to see a whole bunch of sights. They had a pony ride there, and the year before last she couldn't go because she started a fight with Benty and got hurt. And the year before that she had kept dragging me over to the pony ride, wanting to go for a ride like all the other kids. So this year was Gizmo's year, and so today she got her pony ride. And I thought it was going to be one of those little ponies right there like that. I felt real comfortable with that. But when it's come time for her to get on they ended up putting her on a full-size horse. And which was kind of scary a little bit because the saddle was almost as tall as me. And but she got right up there. She had no problem with it. And here's a video. There you go, baby. You getting your pony ride? You finally happy? Yeah, if you want to. I mean, as long as they're okay. She won't go nowhere. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. I'm watching for her, so if she moves, I'll grab her. That's my good girl. She likes that pony ride. Are you happy, baby? She's been wanting that pony ride for 2 years. Aw. I'm keeping an eye on her. All right, baby. That's my good girl. That's my good girl. That's a big horse, Gizzy. Okay. Okay. There you go. She was just sliding off. Here you go. There you go. There you go. She's fine. As long as she had something to hold on to. She's fine. There you go, baby. There you go. Okay, she's done. I think she's done. Come here, you. Come here. That's enough, you. Come on. Come on now. Everybody thought it was really funny, and Gizzy had a really good time riding. She made it 3/4 away around the rink there before she was like, okay, this ride is a little too bumpy. I went off. But she had a great time. Everybody thought it was really funny, and we were very careful not to scare the horse or her, so they all enjoyed it. And Gizzy, she got petted by so many people that at the very end of the show, she was ready to just go back in her little pet carrier and hang out and just have people look at her. She was all petted out. She was a very happy girl, and she was ready to come home. And I also want to say thanks to everybody at YouTube. I've got almost 500 subscribers now, and tonight I will reach 250,000 views on my video so far. So thanks, everybody. I'm glad you like my videos.